Hi besties! Today we're going to learn how to make an awesome sauce email signature for your Google Gmail in just 7 easy steps that anybody can do. So as you're sitting there drinking your coffee and enjoying a plate of yummy cupcakes, you're probably wondering, why do I need to bother with creating an email signature when I have so many other things I have to do for my business, right? Well, an email signature is really important and it's going to do 5 very important things for your business. Number one, it's going to promote your business. That little spot at the end of every email is valuable advertising space, and you should take advantage of it. Number two, it's going to help you get new customers. By seeing your brand over and over again in their inbox, people are going to get accustomed to you and they're going to start buying from you. Number three, it's going to make it easier to contact you. Just think how wonderful it will be for your besties and your new customers to have your information right at their fingertips. Number four, you're going to get more besties. It's just simple. The more they see you, the more emails you send out with that branding at the bottom, the more people are going to find out how awesome you are and start buying your products. And finally, number five, it's going to help secure a professional image in the minds of your besties. Well, that sounds great, right? But now you're probably wondering, how long is all of this going to take? Well, lucky for you, we're going to do it in 7 steps that are quick and easy. So what do you say? Let's get started. Okay, besties, before we get started, I want to give you a little rundown of what you're going to learn in this video. They are the 7 steps to the awesome sauce email signature that you're going to create in your Gmail account for all of the emails that you're going to send out. The 7 steps are: number 1, locate your settings. Number 2, you're going to be able to find your signature space. Number 3, you're going to be able to add text like your name into your signature space. Number 4, you're going to be able to add a clickable logo that's going to send you back to your primary selling platform. Number 5, you're going to add contact information so that your besties can get a hold of you. Number 6, you're going to create social media links so that you can send your besties to other locations as well. And number 7, you're going to go back and add finishing touches to make it all look pretty. So let's get started. Okay, so the first thing we need to do is to make sure that you locate your settings. This is going to be under the cog that's up on the upper right hand corner of your screen when you're opened up inside your Gmail. And the first thing you're going to do is you're going to go ahead and click it. And then you're going to go to Settings and click Settings. And that's all there is to it. You've just found the location of your settings. Now it's time to move on to step 2, finding your signature space. Once we've clicked the settings under the cog, this is the page that's going to show up. If you notice, it says Settings up at the top, and then it has a list of different kinds of things that you can do over here on the left. We're going to come over to the right and go to the scroll bar, and we're going to scroll down until we find Signature on the left-hand side. And here it is. It says Signature right here. If you notice, the first button over here to the right says No Signature. You want to make sure that that's unclicked. So click the second button, because this here is our signature space underneath the words that say no signature. And this is where we're going to add our awesome sauce email signature to your Gmail. So you've just completed step 2, and now we're getting ready to move on to step 3. Now we're on to step number 3, adding your name. This one's really easy. So what we're going to do is we're going to bring our cursor up here and we're going to click, and we're going to see that our cursor is flashing, so I can go ahead and type, and I'm just going to simply type my name in. Now there are a lot of different little things that you can do to your name. You can highlight it, and you can put whether you want your name to appear wide or narrow. You can kind of change this is where you can change the text in your font. I'm going to go with wide. And then the next button will let you change the size. So you can go small, you can go normal. I'm going to go large for mine. And then you can put italics or underline. I'm going to leave mine plain like that, but then I want to change my text color, and I'm going to stay with the same color family as my logo. So my logo is black and white, and so notice how one side says background color. That's going to put like a highlighting over your name. You're going to want to stay away from that. And just stay over here to the text color, and I'm going to go to this nice charcoal black color. You notice, see? It's not quite black, but it's kind of got a gray tint to it. And so you have just finished doing all the nice little things that you can do to your name to change the color and to decorate it a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and enter so that I can get ready for our next step, step number 4. Okay, here we are already halfway done. We're on step number 4, how to add your clickable logo. And the reason why we want a clickable logo is because you want to make your funnel work for you. And so you want to be able to redirect all your traffic from your email and everywhere back to your primary selling platform. So if you notice up here at the top, I have Facebook as my primary selling platform. That's the one we're going to use for today. And so if I go ahead and click there, the way I'm going to get my clickable logo is I'm going to come to my cover picture or my cover page, and I'm going to come to the picture and I'm going to right click on it. When I right click on my logo, a box is going to appear, and I'm going to go down and I'm going to look for copy image address, and I'm just going to click it. Simple as that. That's all I had to do. So now I'm going to go back to my settings page in my email, and I'm going to add my clickable logo. So I'm going to come over here and I'm going to look for the little mountains. And when you hover over the top of it, it says Insert Image. So I'm going to go ahead and click that. And another box is going to appear and it's going to say Add an Image. And I'm going to come all the way over here to add a web address URL. I'm going to click that. And right here where the cursor is at, I'm going to right click and I'm going to click Paste. Now if you notice, all these numbers and things show up in that space and my logo shows up. That's how I know that I got the correct address and that every time that my guests or my besties or my new customers click on my logo in my email, it's going to go to that page because I can see my logo right here. I'm going to click Select. And there you have it. You see how big it is? Well, when I come here, I can click on this and I can change the size of my logo. I'm probably going to start out with small and see how that looks. Ooh, that's a little bit too little. Let's try medium. It's okay. Let's try large. That's too large, so let's go with medium. I'm going to go with medium. Because the original size, if I click original size, it's just too big. Small is too small, you can't really see it. And so there's medium. Then I'm going to go ahead and come back up to my name and put my cursor there. And I'm just going to kind of center it over the top of that by hitting my space bar, just so that it looks a little bit nicer. There's my logo. I'm going to hit return. And now I'm ready to add the rest of my information in step 5. Well, here we are already on step 5, adding my contact information. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and use my space bar and come over so that I can add some contact information underneath. The first thing I might put is my email address, not my email address, but my web URL. www.clayandmillie.com. And then if I highlight that, I can turn that into a link as well. So I'll highlight it and then I'll come up here to the little link and I'll create a link for it. And so it just says go to clayandmillie.com. So it's created that link for me. Now I've hit the return button and hit the space so that everything's all aligned. And I'll probably add my phone number. And I might even want to go ahead and hit the return button and add a fax number. And there you have it. You have all of your information down, ready to go, and we're ready to move on to step number 6. Okay, besties, we're getting closer. We're already to step number 6, which is create your social media links. Now this part is really fun. I went ahead and hit enter and spaced over so that everything would be in line. And I'm going to go back to my icon with the mountains that says insert image, and I'm going to give it a click. And the next thing I'm going to do is, you probably won't already have pictures here, so you'll go to upload pictures. And you're going to select pictures from your computer. So what I did already was I went in and I downloaded some icons that I thought would be nice to use for my social media. So since mine are already here, I'm going to go back to my drive, and I'm going to click this little bird because I really like the little bird, and I'm going to hit select. And that's going to put the picture right into my signature. I'm going to click on the bird, and I'm going to click small because I don't want it to be so overpowering that it overpowers my signature or my logo. What I'm going to do is I'm going to highlight my little bird, and I'm going to go to link. And another box is going to show up, and it's going to say link, and it's going to say go to link, change, or remove. So I'm going to hit change so that I can get my URL box up. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put in my Twitter address. So I know that my Twitter address is www.twitter.com, and my handle is at Clay and Millie. So I'm going to take off the at and just put Clay and Millie. And the nice thing about this is that there's this little bar right here that says test this link, and I can go ahead and click it, and my page will come up so that I know that the link works. So I'm going to go ahead and click out of here, and I'm just going to come down here to the end of my box and hit OK. And so now I know that that link works. Since you should have 4 traffic sources in your funnel, one of them is going to be your primary platform, and then 3 traffic sources. You can go ahead and add your 3 different social media links down here at the bottom. And once you've done that, you're ready to move on to the last step, step number 7. Here we are, besties. We made it to the last step, add your finishing touches. So now all I'm going to do is I'm going to go back through and make sure that I like the way all of my fonts look and that the colors are all nice and everything's nice and aligned, so that when I go into my email, the signature is nice and uniform. The last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to come down here and I'm going to click this button that says insert the signature before quoted text in replies. What it does is it's going to erase the line that runs through the middle of the page before it gets to your signature, so that your email and your signature are all together instead of being separated by lines and dots and spaces. And then all of your replies and anything that comes in afterwards will come in after your signature. So if you're happy with the way everything looks, you're going to scroll down to the bottom where it says Save Changes, and voila, you're finished. You just finished your Awesome Sauce email signature. Hooray, besties, you did it! You've created an Awesome Sauce email signature that's going to get you all the things that you're going to need for your business. Oh, now it's time to sit back and have cupcake and enjoy the rest of your day.